Wow, I sure do love walking around the Mojave Desert. Golden Freddy Fazbear? Minecraft Steve? Among Us imposter? Wait for me! Wait, no! Some people, man. At least I still have you, Minecraft Creeper. Uh-oh. Hello, Smello. Welcome to Yellow, the show that presumes more than it assumes and prunes faster in June. Anyway, Bethesda's last title in the Fallout series left many fans something to be desired. With the exclusion of the Freddy Fazbear Golden Gun skin, fans of the series felt betrayed and ostracized from a series they fell in love with so long ago. But was their trust misplaced years before the game even came out? Let's take it back to October 10th, 1997, the release of Fallout, a post-apocalyptic post-nuclear role-playing game. But before we talk about that, let's go back even further to 1943 with the invention of the ENIAC, the world's first computer. But before we talk about that, let's go back to October 9th, 1941, to the birth of the Manhattan Project. With the prospect of war on America's doorstep, Franklin Roosevelt approved the development of the atomic bomb. Roosevelt knew that in order to assure victory, he would need the brightest bulbs in his drawer. Einstein met with Oppenheimer and took him to a back room where they melted ants with a magnifying glass. This very close bonding experience brought the two men of science even closer together, and Einstein decided to share the crafting recipe for nukes with Oppenheimer, a real 666 IQ play. They discussed the difference between fission and fusion, that one has a fish in it, and even gave Oppenheimer fruit gushers from the cupboard. And with that, the states were able to stunt a rapidly growing opposing force. But at what cost? The horrifying reality of nuclear war is the devastating long-term effects, physically and culturally. Japanese media like Godzilla or the events of Akira are all allegories for nuclear attacks and their devastating effects, whereas Western media like Fallout and the Stalker games tend to lean toward when the dust settles during a fictitious apocalypse. While threats in the Fallout universe still exist in the form of mutants and bandits, the oppressive prospect of nuclear onslaught is no longer present. You've already survived. Imagine nuclear war is like Bill Cipher, mysterious and ever-present, seemingly striking at random, but Fallout is more like Creepers and one imposter remaining. Speaking of ever-present, society's detachment with God may mark the downfall of the Fallout games. There's a noticeable steady decline in church attendance and at-home moral teachings of the Bible that play a part in development of apathy and empathy in young children. These very same children then grew up and produced Fallout, a post-nuclear role-playing game. Imagine if Minecrafters stopped believing in Herobrine. The game would lose all meaning, and that's what's happening in society. We live in a world so reluctant and unwilling to learn from its mistakes that repeating history is not only anticipated, but is also an inevitability. A world that has separated church and state, learning from religion and faith from community. A world that has raised unsympathetic gamers that revel and celebrate in the musings of betrayal and the destruction of others. A constant systemic reinforced idea that if you're not the best, you're the worst. Developing psychosomatically the notion that it's always us versus them, and they are the enemy. So to answer the question, why is Fallout bad, you must first answer, why is Fallout good? Well, it doesn't have the Golden Freddy gun skin, so from where I'm standing, it looks pretty but yay, Schmatz busted query. A shame theory. Thanks for Spanx.